Hello and welcome back to another video on Attractions with Ash. Now, it's December, it's the start of a new month, and it's only a few weeks to go until Christmas. Everything seems to be looking rosy, everything seems to be looking up. Well, everywhere except Alton Towers it seems, as unfortunately yesterday we got the news that 3 attractions would be closing for good, it seems, in 2025. The Blade, Alton Towers Dungeon, and also Flavio's Fabulous Fandango. They would not be returning for the 2025 season, which caught a lot of people off guard. And is very disappointing to hear, to be honest. When I went for Alton Towers Scarefest this year, I felt quite positive. I left there feeling quite positive. There's still a long way to go. But the overall feel of it, I thought was, there was some good strides being made here. It was still, I felt, quite a difficult year for them. But from my experience anyway, I felt like there's a potential that next year, 2025, could be definitely something to build on. There could be something to build on there because I could see the potential. But unfortunately, it seems like we've gone, one step forward and taken 3 steps back here because we're losing more flat rides, which, obviously the Blade being a staple attraction in the park, I think it's the oldest attraction, well, not currently out, obviously now operating, but was operating at Alton Towers for 44 years, the oldest operating ride, so I'd assume probably the only original ride left at Alton Towers from the original opening in 1980. So there's a bit of the heart of the park, the history of the park, ripped out, which I can only assume is due to maintenance, but it's also very disappointing at the same time. Flavio's Fabulous Fandango, in the world of David Williams, that area, I can only count on a handful of times really the times that I've been in that area. That area could really do with sprucing up and some TLC. And without that ride there now, to be honest, there's potential it could look really, really bare, because obviously you've got Gangster Granny in there, then you had Flavio's Fabulous Fandango up in the corner area, and then over the other side you had the driving school left over from when it used to be Cloud Cuckoo Land. I still do see a glimmer of hope with the new Huss Top Spin, which I'm very excited to be getting on for next season, for the 2025 season, because I never ever got the chance to ride Ripsaw, and I rode Talakan, and when I went to Phantasialand for my birthday last year in 2023, that was an absolutely incredible ride. The whole theming experience, with the fire and everything, and the ride cycle, just the whole package really, I absolutely loved about that ride. So to get a Huss suspended top spin, similar to Talakan at Alton Towers, that's where I have the slightest glimmer of hope. If that can be a success, then hopefully that can show to Merlin, more of this, which I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will go down an absolute storm, because it's been requested by so many people ever since Ripsaw was taken out in 2015. That's been the most requested ride, I think, really, to return. So I'm really excited to get that on that next year for the first time, and that gives me a little bit of hope. But on the other hand, it's so frustrating at the same time, because I could see the potential there with the strides that they have made this year, although it has been quite a disappointing year, it seems, overall, with the issues that the park has had. I have seen the potential there, so to see things like this happen, I'm probably judging by I've taken probably about 24 hours to just gauge what everyone else is thinking, and I'm trying to hold on. I'm holding on the cliff edge at the moment to see because you never know. Merlin may surprise us, and you know we might get a double whammy of a flat ride install next year out of the blue. It seems unlikely at the moment, but there may be light at the end of the tunnel yet. I may be the only person, holding out a bit of hope at the moment, but hopefully there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm just holding out to see how the new Huss topspin goes down next year. But it's still very disappointing to see another part of Alton Towers history gone forever. And it's another ride, I really regret not going on more, to be honest, to really appreciate it. And I think that's the main thing, really, about theme park rides, isn't it? It's about the appreciation of them, because you never know, especially a ride like the Blade that's been operated for so long, you never know when it could go. So, yeah, that's my initial thoughts, really, on the Blade being removed. As for the Alton Towers dungeon, which I haven't really covered yet, hopefully they can utilise the area, because that looked quite cool. Quite a cool concept. I liked what they did with the building, because there's so much potential with that building. Obviously, when it used to be Toyland Tours and then Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with the boat ride in there's so much potential with that show building. So hopefully they can utilise that for a really unique attraction that can maybe throw back to Toyland Tours around the world in 80 days. Rides that used to be in that show building. That'd be really cool, because I feel like that's something that Alton Towers have been really good at. Despite all the issues that they've had in the past couple of years. We've seen, with the Curse at Alton Manor, there's been throwbacks to the original haunted house, and the whole, theming experience that they did with that was really, really good. So that's something they've been really on top form with recently, and that, and especially obviously with the reimagining of Nemesis Reborn as well, and the throwback stuff in the Valley as well. So that's something that they've been really, really good at, despite all their difficulties in the past couple of years. It's a very concerning time at the moment. So until we know anything further about any possible replacements at all, which I still I hope there is. If there isn't at all, then yeah, it is very, very concerning. Yeah, a very sad time at the moment, but hopefully something can be done in the near future. That's my initial thoughts, and let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in a few days with another video. Until then, goodbye.